Times Influence Initiative.
Retirement usually means the end of the earning period for many. A lot of the personal finance advice focuses on getting funds for your retirement in place, but there is little on how to deploy these once you hit retirement. It's key to protect the sizable corpus that one gets in hand after working hard for so many decades. It's also important to see that this corpus continues to earn for you instead of just lying idle. On this episode of Nivesh, our experts guide some retired individuals on fulfilling their post-retirement dreams while protecting their life savings.
As far as knowledge is concerned, I am not having very good knowledge basically, but good knowledge to basically invest it basically. I keep on getting the knowledge from the expert also basically. So that is why I came here basically to get the knowledge, more knowledge about basically, so I can keep investing.
I am looking forward to find out from the experts where to invest and what type of mutual fund would give me decent returns and safety.
If there are better ways where I could utilize the money and if I get better returns, nothing like it. Learning never ends. So where to use the hard-earned money and get better returns is the main thing.
इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंक में तो एफडीज है, अभी एफडीज का रेट तो इंटरेस्ट रेट कम है, अभी म्यूचुअल फंड में ज़्यादा मिलेगा तो म्यूचुअल फंड में डालेंगे.
Most people, like you and me, are investing regularly and saving up for their retirement. But what do you do once you hit that milestone? How do you ensure that that golden egg, the fruit of your so many years of hard work, is kept safe? In fact, it helps and creates more money for you and helps you fulfill all the dreams that you've harbored for so many years. Hello and welcome to the Association of Mutual Funds in India and Times Network present Nivesh, a pan-India investor education initiative that is aiming to reach out to every Indian and guide them on how to better manage their hard-earned money. First up, let me introduce the two personal finance experts. Here with me, we have Mrin Agarwal. She's a financial educator and a money mentor. Welcome to the show, Mrin.
Thank you.
And we have Ganesh Shanbag, and Ganesh is a certified financial planner. Welcome to the show, Ganesh. Let's go over to our guests. Hi, sir. First up, sir, if you could tell us a little bit about yourself and also what are some of your financial aspirations, some of your dreams?
I am Rajesh Kumar Lunawar, having engineering background. I taken retirement in 2015. I am having 2 children. After working 35 years, I decided to start my own. Presently, I am 2 business verticals, real estate and ready-to-eat instant food. First financial goal was my daughter's marriage. It is already over. Very good. My daughter is already settled at USA. Second financial goal, education of my son also. So education is also over. First level is also over. Second level, he will be doing the higher study, postgraduate studies in USA. So I want to fund it to the studies also. Third, my target is marriage of my son. So that after 2-3 years basically it will be possible. And fourth target is my business, especially ready to my own business basically. So which we decided our instant ready to eat instant food business to take it to the next level. And my last goal is enjoy my life, retired life basically, especially with my wife. We'll be going around the world, we'll be touring and we'll be doing a lot of charities, funding to the poor children, education, these kind of way. We have been doing it already, but we want to do it to the big scale.
Okay, lovely. Thanks for that. Mrin, do you want to come in and guide Rajesh ji?
Okay. Well, I think when I look at the goals that you have, since your son is already working, right, and I'm sure he's generating some income, I think one of the things that you certainly need to look at reducing is the higher education goal, right? Because since he's already earning and making some money, he can look at saving some of that. If the goal is 1 to 2 years away, ideally he should be saving it in an ultra short-term fund and looking at funding a part of the education himself. You know, I think what is more important for you to also figure out that tomorrow, for whatever reason, if you're not able to run the business and you're not able to generate income out of that, and if you're dependent on that income for your living expenses, then what are you going to do? Is the current corpus that you have, is that enough to generate returns for your recurring expenses? So I think, before planning for further goals, the first thing you need to figure out is that for whatever reason, if you're not able to work tomorrow, the current corpus, is it going to give you a monthly income that's going to help you maintain your lifestyle, right? The second thing that you need to obviously think about is the amount of health insurance that you have. Do you have adequate cover? And then actually come all these goals that you have talked about. I think, as I said, son needs to partly fund his education. So similarly for marriage, I mean, you would presume that the son would work for a couple of years and then he could look at funding his marriage as well. And I think the rest of the goals are really not, the charity goal is something that you can always do when you're generating your business income. Now, as far as growing the food business is concerned, you'll have to decide what sort of corpus you need, how much of it are you going to fund yourself. And obviously, if you're saving up for that, I think it's something that you want to do over a period of time. So if you're saving for that, then you need to start investing that money probably again into one of the debt funds, one of the shorter term debt funds, depending upon what your investment time frame is.
Okay, thanks for that, Mrin. Let's move on to Mr. Malhotra. Mr. Malhotra, tell us a little bit about yourself and what are some of your dreams?
My name is Vinod Malhotra. I was working with Arkema, a company in France, as a marketing manager for their chemicals division. I retired in 2011, and since then I have been enjoying my retired life, but at the same time I do some stock market investments as well as investing in mutual funds, and sometimes also looking after trading in chemicals. And I find that to keep the money in the stock market and mutual fund is much better than keeping the money in fixed deposits. So that is my idea of increasing my wealth so that I can enjoy it at my age. Well, I have actually two goals in life. First goal is that I would like to have a retirement home of my own where I and my wife can live together all alone to ourselves. The children are grown up, they are well to do, they are well established. So we would like to have a life on our own. And my second goal is to do as much as traveling I can in foreign countries to see different places and visit other places at different times. I was working, that time I did not think about retirement. So I planned my retirement after I left my job. In fact, I did not do any planning during my working period.
Ganesh, you want to step in?
Yeah, I think your goals are quite interesting. Getting to the risk, the returns are linked to your risk that you can take on your investments. As you rightly said, you have a lot of money in fixed deposits already.
Yeah.
They are safe, right? But they might not help you get to your goals. Getting to your house might be a little tough at this point after you've retired. So if you already have a house, then don't think of a new house. I would suggest enjoy the existing house that you have because you already retired. At this point, taking additional loan or additional burden or liquidating your investments to fund a new house does not make sense unless you're moving to a little better quality of lifestyle or something with a nominal investment, but not with a major investment. That is one thing I will really recommend to you. Secondly, what I would suggest is, as you said, you want to travel a lot. What you could do is you could invest part of your corpus into a balanced fund and start looking at an SWB which will give you a regular cash flow, and it will be more tax efficient, and you can take smaller holidays whenever you want, but your international holiday will be probably once a year or once in 2 years.
Ma'am, आपके बारे में थोड़ा बताइए, and what are your financial dreams? आपके क्या goals?
मेरा नाम स्वाति सुधीर दुरू। मैं आर्मी ऑफिस में 40 साल सर्विस किया। 2008 में अक्टूबर 2008 में रिटायर हो गई, अभी 10 साल हो गया। रिटायर होने के बाद मैंने म्यूचुअल फंड, एफडी में सब इन्वेस्ट किया, टूर भी करके आई। अभी ग्रैंड डॉटर के लिए थोड़ा सा इन्वेस्टमेंट करने का है। नेक्स्ट जो मैंने सेविंग की है और कर रही हूँ वो मेरे ग्रैंड डॉटर के एजुकेशन के लिए, और उसको एक हॉबी है कि गाने का हॉबी है, तो उसमें भी इन्वेस्ट करने का है। और बाकी जो बचेगा उसमें मुझे घूमने का शौक है तो मैं घूम सकती हूँ.
Nice. Mrin, would you come in and guide Mrs. Dori?
Yeah. तो पहले तो स्वाति जी सबसे पहली चीज़ तो जो मेरे ख्याल से आपने कहा कि आपने थोड़े इक्विटी फंड्स में इन्वेस्ट किया है जो अच्छा है कि आपने थोड़ा सा इन्वेस्ट किया है.
SIP.
हाँ अच्छा कर रहे हैं आप. थोड़ा सा मैं क्या कहूँगी कि आप थोड़ा डेट म्यूचुअल फंड के बारे में भी देख सकते हैं. क्योंकि आपका ज़्यादा अमाउंट आपने FD में रखा है. और जैसे आप जानते होंगे कि अभी इस साल जो आपको इंटरेस्ट मिलता है FD में 50,000 रुपये तक वो टैक्स फ्री रहता है. बट उसके ऊपर जो अमाउंट है वो फुल्ली टैक्सेबल है. राइट. तो एक आप जो सोच सकते हैं कि आप डेट फंड में थोड़े पैसे डाल सकते हैं. और जैसे गणेश ने पहले समझाया था कि वो डेट फंड में डालकर यू कैन होल्ड इट फॉर 3 years एंड फिर उसके बाद में आप SWP भी स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं. अच्छा. आपने जो अपने ग्रैंड डॉटर के बारे में बताया है कि आप उनके लिए थोड़ा इन्वेस्ट करना चाह रही हैं, तो उसके लिए आई वुड सजेस्ट कि आप इक्विटी सिप में डाल सकते हैं क्योंकि अभी वो बस 9 साल की है और आपको ये अमाउंट 7-8 साल के बाद ही चाहिए होगा. तो उसके लिए आप SIP में भी डाल सकते हैं. एंड बाकी एज अ वुमन आई वुड सजेस्ट that please enjoy your life, please enjoy your money.
Very important.
Yes, very important. You have done whatever you had to do for your family. They're all secure. Now please enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
On that note, it's time for a very short break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Association of Mutual Funds in India and Times Network present Jan Nivesh. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Association of Mutual Funds in India and Times Network present Jan Nivesh, a pan-India investor education initiative where we're reaching out to every Indian and guiding them to invest them hard-earned money in a better manner and a better fashion. Hi sir, first up sir, if you could tell us a little bit about yourself and also what are some of your financial aspirations, some of your dreams?
My name is Rajendra. I am 73-year-old. And I have retired about 5 years back. And now that I have traveled vastly during my career working in the company, but then my wish is there to take the family people at least once a year, you see, with the family, travel in different places where we are not seen in India, and plus to go abroad, and plus to go to these pilgrimages, which I could not do because of the heavy schedule of working. Once I retired, I got my Provident Fund gratuity and other retirement benefits. So little amount I invested into the bank FDs, little I invested into the mutual funds. Mutual funds was the thing, it is just catching up in the 2000, I would say around 15 years back or so. So today investments are good in mutual fund. I am getting good returns. Every month I am getting dividends, whatever schemes I have invested. And plus of course the FDs are giving returns every half yearly or yearly, whatever plan you have taken.
Let's get Ganesh.
I think you already have dividends coming is what you said, and you already have a rental income from your house property.
I know that.
Now what you could do is you can try and reduce the dividend out inflow from these funds and probably switch to an SWP over a period of time so that your investments become more tax efficient. And that would probably help you save on your taxes and increase the amount that your net inflow, so that you can do your Chardham Yatras and your other Yatras within India.
That's true.
With the amount that you save.
Very true. Very true.
Ganesh and Mrin, before I let you go, I'd request you to please draw up a financial roadmap, a kind of guidance to our guests here so that they can action the suggestions that you have made. Sure. Okay, Mrin and Ganesh, so you're done. So Mrin, if you could start off and your guidance for Rajesh ji.
Yeah, so for Rajesh ji, as I had mentioned, he needs to ensure that his recurring expenses or his monthly expenses are met from the corpus in case, and it, you know, there could be a situation where if he is not able to work. So he needs to figure out whether his current expenses are being met from the corpus, and then look at all the aspirational goals. Of course, keep in mind that you need to have a good health cover as well. As far as your goal for growing the food business is concerned, if you are generating income from the business, do look at investing in certain debt funds like ultra short term funds to build up some corpus towards growing that business. Because while you might get a loan or you might get an investor for the initial manufacturing setup, but you'll still need money for running expenses and marketing and so on and so forth. So these are my three key main
lovely,
points.
lovely.
Yeah.
And now if you can, your thoughts for Swati.
Yeah, I think she's very highly invested in fixed deposits, and I think she should look at diversifying into debt funds just for the better tax efficient returns that debt funds would be able to give her as compared to fixed deposits. She mentioned that she wants to put some money for her granddaughter's education, nothing better than a equity SIP for doing it, considering that she has a lot of time. And third, I think she's got some surplus available and she should really look at spending it on what she wants to spend it on, right? And what gives her happiness.
Lovely, lovely.
Yeah.
Ganesh, your guidance for Vinodji.
The first thing, the do nots. Do not buy a new house now, as that will be a great liability as you have already retired, and don't take on that additional burden at this point. That is not worth it at this point. You said you already have enough dividend income coming in. So the idea is move to balance funds or to debt funds and opt for the SWP so that it gives you the required funds for your travel, which you actually wanted to do. And honestly, I think you should just go ahead and start traveling rather than worry about anything else.
Lovely, lovely.
Out of the income that you get.
Great. And finally for Rajendra ji.
I think Rajendra ji, I don't think we can do much justice, but I think he's very well invested. You know, the conservative mindset, the high savers, and he's well invested. Already has enough income from his rental property at Dharwad, which he said, plus monthly income in excess of 40,000. So I don't think he needs any regular income at this point in time. On the contrary, he can reduce the dependency on dividends, and then again in your case also move to an SWP where you get some regular income for your travel to your yatras that you want to do within India and with your family out of India.
Lovely, great. So I'll just take those from you and pass them on to our guests here. Well, thank you so much, Mrin, for that. Thank you, Ganesh, for that. And thank you, everybody, for coming to the show on the episode. We hope they've been able to guide you, and hope you're taking back some guidance, some interesting thoughts and advice from them. I would also urge you to join our Jan Nivesh movement, where we are urging people to invest regularly in mutual funds. That's right, you too can join the Jan Nivesh movement and pledge to invest your one day's income per month into mutual funds for getting long-term and good benefits from mutual funds. All you need to do is give a missed call on 1-800-833-666, or you can also visit our website, which is www.jannivesh.in, because after all, aaj ki kamai bhavishya mein kaam aaye. That's all on this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and do catch us next time with a new set of guests. Until then, thank you for watching, and remember to stay invested.
I think that's really good because I see that everywhere, whether it's the financial services or it's any other industry, there's so much of focus on millennials and Gen Y. So it was good to actually see that you've also looked at this target audience. And you know, there's been such a sea change in the way retired people now live their lives compared to even 5 to 10 years back. And I think it's really important to also talk to this segment and tell them what they can do better with their money with mutual funds.
I think it can really help a lot of people out there in the retirement zone where they yet try and stick to the old school of thought and are yet not changing, but I can see that trend changing soon, and I think it'll catch up very fast.
Especially for the working class, it's a must. I advise my sons, my daughter-in-law, anybody invest in mutual fund. Little amount you have, and it give you good returns in the long term.
मैडम ने जो बताया कि SWP में इन्वेस्ट करो, या और मैडम ने बताया कि अभी आप आपका एंजॉय करो लाइफ. मैं एज ए वुमन मैं बताती हूँ, आप आपका लाइफ एंजॉय करो, अभी बच्चों को छोड़ दो, लेकिन आगे इन्वेस्ट करने का प्लान है SWP में.
Yeah, one great advice that I got today was I should not think about buying a new house at my age. So what I should do is I should concentrate or focus on traveling, which I love to, and that is what I aim to do in life, to see places which I have missed or I have not seen, and I would like to enjoy my life as much as I can.
I need to increase my medical insurance, that's it. Okay. So I will do it. Second thing is I should invest in debt fund especially, and balance and with systematic withdrawal plan also to grow my income more basically. That I will do it mutual fund. I have been already investing here, but I will increase my portfolio especially in mutual fund.
अभी मैं हर महीने में म्यूचुअल फंड में इन्वेस्ट करूँगी.
I pledge that I will invest regularly in mutual funds every month.
I pledge to invest in mutual fund every month.
I pledge to invest more into mutual fund every month.
A Times Influence Initiative.